Hello, I'm Catherine Bessie from the Cooperative Development Institute, here today to tell you a little bit about what we do. I'm the Coordinating Director and Food System Specialist, and we work throughout the Northeast with all of the Northeastern states to support cooperatives and cooperative ecosystem building. We do this as our mission to transform the ownership of our economy so that all people can meet their basic needs. In the food system, we support all kinds of co-op ownership models, from worker-owned farms and food businesses to producer co-ops, consumer cooperatives in farming and agriculture, and also as food co-ops. And we work with community projects engaging multiple stakeholders, and we also support land access work for cooperative groups. We are here to support you and any group as they steer down the road of starting up as a co-op, exploring cooperative models, or transitioning an existing business into a cooperative model. We are here to support your group development as well as your business development as a guiding support system. So feel free to reach out. Again, Catherine Bessie, you could get me at kbessie@cdi.coop. And we'd love to hear from you.
Our story represents a generation of students, faculty, and alumni of Antioch University, New England, who are co-creating a regional food system in partnership with the land and the people who live, work, eat, struggle, celebrate, and share their stories here. At Antioch, education is rooted in community practice and socially just approaches to growing, distributing, and affording good food. Equipped with tools of inquiry and collaboration, learning is embedded in the community, where students engage with vital challenges facing organizations and stakeholders. Today, the fruits of countless projects, programs, and partnerships are found throughout the Monadnock region and beyond, taking form in hands-on efforts to build resilient and regenerative food systems for everyone. Our story includes our local food co-op, student-supported community gardens, research and evaluation, our regional gleaning project, conservation leadership, a coalition promoting farms and community, innovative food security responses to the COVID pandemic, and emerging local food system infrastructure. Through each chapter, we are weaving connections that support service, innovation, advocacy, and inclusion. Because the world needs you now is Antioch's philosophy, alive especially in the Monadnock region, where practical challenges are deep in dialogue with systems thinking and critical theory. Our story is open-ended and emerging.
Hey everyone, this is Roanne Tasoulis from the Monadnock Farm and Community Coalition. And in December 2020, we put together an event that we thought was really impactful and very, very cool, and thought maybe you'd be interested in doing something like it in your regions. It was called Stories from the Field, celebrating our local food system in words. In over 2 hours, 12 different storytellers shared their experiences with how local food affected their lives. There were farmers, there were chefs, there was a legislator, and of course, there were a lot of eaters. So instead of me talking about it, why don't I just show you a little tiny piece of it. This is Marty.
Okay, on November 21st, 2020, the Saturday before Thanksgiving, my son Jules was handed a penny. Our friend Matt had plucked it from the pasture. The date on the coin was 1828. Matt had been metal detecting earlier that morning. He had also given Jules this very rusty blade, a handful of pocket change, several old rusty buckles from horse tack. But the interesting thing about this penny, well, among other things, is its size, much bigger than our current penny.
Check us out on our website.
Meadowstone Farm was founded with a vision to create and strengthen community through agriculture. Our first business model was to make compost from food scraps, but we quickly pivoted as we learned that vegetable production made more sense.
Currently, we grow a market variety of vegetables, have pick your own blueberries and flowers, raise pork and beef, collect eggs, and have a goat creamery.
We dropped our organic certification in 2008 as we felt corporate agriculture was diluting the process. Our certifying agency has always been and will continue to be our customers' an open door policy.
A healthy, vibrant soil is the foundation of our growth, and all our decisions are made through that lens.
Minimal till, lots of organic matter, and cover crop rotations grow the best produce. The undisturbed forests of the Northeast are our inspiration as they grow millions of tons of biomass yearly by adding nothing but leaves.
Rotational grazing, plenty of hay, and organic grain raise robust, healthy animals. Our animals also get a treat of spent brewer's grain and food scraps. Since the beginning, we have always collected food waste from various commercial sources in an effort to reduce landfill inputs and feed costs.
Currently, food waste reduction is a renewed focus of Meadowstone in the North Country, and we are collaborating with others to make it easier for folks to compost their food scraps at the farm and hopefully other local sites.
We believe that creating and nurturing local food systems are imperative to strengthening local economies, improving health, and developing strong, resilient communities. Thank you from Meadowstone Farm.
For 17 years, Willing Hands has recovered surplus produce from farms and grocery stores in the Upper Valley of New Hampshire and Vermont, and distributed it for free to social service organizations like food shelves, shelters, and senior housing. For many of these organizations, we are the primary source of fresh, healthy food. Our mission is to reduce food waste, fight hunger, and support healthy eating. When the COVID-19 pandemic struck in early 2020, we rapidly expanded our operation to meet the heightened need for healthy food resources. 1 in 7 New Hampshire residents were at risk of going hungry, and many people were visiting food shelves for the first time. We nearly doubled the amount of food recovered and delivered over the previous year. We added 20 new recipient organizations for a total of 80 delivery sites throughout the Upper Valley. Again and again, we heard that community members were grateful for the fresh, healthy food during such an unstable time. Our work is supported by a network of 38 farms who not only allow us to glean in their fields, but also donate produce directly. We also collaborate with grocery stores, like the Co-op food stores, and wholesalers, like Albert's Organics, to recover perfectly good produce that would otherwise go to waste. In 2020, we recovered nearly 1 million pounds of food and mitigated 620 tons of carbon dioxide emissions. As we continue to grow, we are always looking for new partners. We hope you'll join us in the fight against hunger.
I'm Hannah Flanders, co-founder and director of community engagement at the Kearsarge Food Hub, a nonprofit based in Bradford, New Hampshire, with working partnerships in our town, our region, and statewide. We are on a mission to reinvigorate our community within a restorative local food system through cultivating food sovereignty, growing engaged learners, and nurturing community. We're cultivating food sovereignty because now is the time to elevate diverse voices, inspire constructive conversation, and motivate intentional action to build a food system that centers the needs of the people, all the people. We're growing engaged learners because we are learning as we grow, learning as we go, and we invite you to join us. We're empowering young people and engaging folks of all ages through tangible and relevant food and farm-based education. We're nurturing community because we believe in activating the goodness in each of us and stimulating the connections that strengthen the web of our shared existence and mutual need to come together and become greater than the sum of our parts, like a loaf of bread exceeding the expectations of its baker. In 2020, we responded to the pandemic with immediacy while digging below the surface of our assumptions. It was a year of learning and unlearning. In 2021, we are reaching for the root of the problem and sowing seeds of solution. Going into our 6th year, we are asking big questions like who is not currently at the table? What does our community need most from us? And how can we apply an equity lens to all that we do? There is much work ahead, and we want to connect with you. Join our email club at kearsargefoodhub.org.
Hello, my name is Evan Ebler. I'm the Operations Director at Three River Farmers Alliance, an aggregate distributor based in Exeter, New Hampshire. Our initiative supports members from southern Maine to North Shore, Massachusetts, the heart of which being the New Hampshire Seacoast region. In 2014, 4 farmers on the New Hampshire Seacoast formed the Three River Farmers Alliance with a multifaceted vision to create healthier communities, expand economic opportunities for local regional farmers and producers, and provide for the food insecure. In response to the pandemic in 2020, the Alliance grew from 2 to 25 employees, expanding its programs to include VeggieGo, a contactless year-round local home delivery service. Providing local food to households, businesses, and other institutions, VeggieGo provides additional revenue opportunities for more than 4 dozen farms and producers throughout the region. Such opportunities have been especially crucial given the pandemic, which closed restaurants and other institutions which farms have come to rely on to purchase their crops. Philanthropy has also been key to the business model of Three River. Accepting donations through VeggieGo, the Alliance's donation program collected more than $100,000 in 2020. These donations were used to offer $50 weekly stipends for SNAP-eligible customers, while the remaining amount was used to purchase produce from local farms at cost and given to food pantries. Working to strengthen the distribution network of local food hubs, the Alliance has developed a sustainable system that eliminates potential food waste from excess crops and enhances financial stability to 50-plus farms while providing for the food insecure. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Brett Ingold, and I live in Warner, New Hampshire, in the heart of the Kearsarge region. I'm part of a few organizations here, including the nonprofit Main Street Warner Inc., the multi-stakeholder cooperative Warner Public Market, and Warner Connects Food Pantry and Community Resources. I'm here today to tell you about how these organizations are working together on an exciting new project in town. In September, Main Street Warner Inc., with its mission and 20-year history of identifying and addressing community needs in ways that builds connections between education, the arts, food security, and ecological living practices, teamed up with Warner Connects Food Pantry to purchase the Harris Lodge in the center of town. The Harris Lodge is an important historic building on Main Street, across from the elementary school. It was the original Baptist church in the 1800s, and then the Mason's Lodge for many years. Now, with an incredible outpouring of grassroots support, Main Street Warner Inc. was able to purchase the space to ensure it continues to serve and strengthen the community for years to come. We are excited to be in the early stages of restoring the hall and developing a community commercial kitchen. The kitchen will be a multi-use shared space with a focus on addressing food insecurity and improving access year-round to local, nutritious products grown and produced here in our region. Still in the development phase, I can share with you that ideas include a food preservation center, farm-to-table meal series, culturally diverse cooking and nutrition classes, kitchen rental to local food entrepreneurs, community meals, gardening and gleaner donation processing center, and more. Already, the space is serving to expand the storage capacity of Community Connects Food Pantry, and we look forward to continuing to sow this project and our local food system into expanding solutions to address hunger and nutrition. So stay tuned. We hope one day you'll join us at Main Street Warner Inc.'s Harris Lodge to participate and to celebrate with us. Thank you very much.